What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben, and welcome to day number 2 of the 12 Sprues of Christmas. We are going to be moving right along today, guys, and drawing another model out of our randomized box. I'm hoping we get something, well, just as cool as the 262, which I might add was a very, very nice success. I enjoyed it, so let's go ahead and hope that today's model will be just as fun. So again, here is our box. We're going to go ahead and punch through day number 2 right here. Fingers crossed we get something awesome, which I'm sure we will. Let's go ahead and punch through, see what we get. All right, reach on inside, see what we have. And here it is. Pull this right on out, and oh, look at that. This is an F-86 Sabre. I love the Sabre. Such a cool looking airplane. Let's go ahead and pull out the kit and check it out. All right, much like the 262, we have one poly bag with all of our parts. We have one sheet of decals, looking pretty decent, and we have our instructions. So that's it. I mean, these kits are super, super simple. Not too shabby. All right, decals look okay. Let's look at the instructions and see what we have in here. We have a part breakdown, of course, and then we go right in, and it looks like that's it. It's just two sides of one paper. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Let's look at the parts now. Yeah, panel lines look good. Wings, of course, are molded with top and bottom parts on one actual wing. That's pretty easy to do. Fuselage looks great. Cockpit detail looks minimal but passable. So I'm happy. Let's go ahead and pull it out of the bags, and we're going to go ahead and jump right on in. I don't want to waste too much time here because this is a tight schedule as it is. So let's go ahead, cue up a time lapse, and get the entire kit built up as much as we can, at least the major flying surfaces and the fuselage. Then we're going to come on back. We got to do some seam fixes, I'm sure. Get the thing primed up, get the paint, get the decals, gloss coat it, and we'll be done. So let's go ahead and cue up that time lapse, push forward, get this awesome little plane all built up. I've got to tell you guys, this model is also a really nice little kit. The panel lines are great. The fit was pretty excellent. I had a few little issues here and there, but those are mostly taken care of, so I am happy. I put the wing drop tanks on. I had to cut the locating pins and position them slightly more forward. They just didn't look right. So this is fine. I like the look of this. So now we're going to have to go ahead and clean up some seams. We're going to use some Steiner Res primer. Then we're going to come back, we hit it with a nice Tamiya gloss black. And then we'll be able to hit the metal color and accent panels. So keep those fingers crossed. Let's push forward. So I used some Vallejo aluminum with a little bit of flow improver and a little bit of thinner. And I gotta tell you, it looks pretty cool. Very shiny. It's pretty durable because I've also primed it not only with Stannarez but also gloss black. And I used some flat white accent panels here and there. I did some on the upper part of the wing and the lower part of the wing. I added some different areas here and there. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it actually could be something I might use in larger scales. I've never really done a lot with natural metal, but I'm kind of getting more and more interested in it, so this is a really good training phase. Also, I've overcoated everything with a gloss coat. I also went ahead and overcoated all of the other parts and pieces like the wheels and the landing gear bay doors and the air brakes. I did all of those in the same Vallejo aluminum. So now we have some detail painting to do. I have to paint some of the tires. I have to paint the inside of the wheel wells. So we're going to go ahead and jump in on that, push through, and then hit those decals. We're coming along, guys. This is really moving. And we have all the decals nicely applied. We overcoated it with some microsol, so you can hopefully see that it's really started to pop that detail. And we've overcoated the decals with a gloss coat of Future as well. So that's all dry. Now it's time for a wash. Now for the wash, I'm going to use just some plain old AIM weathering powder. I've got both grimy black and dark gray. I'm going to mix it together. And I'm going to add a little bit of basic Testors airbrush thinner for enamel paint, because I'm hoping the enamel thinner will not affect the acrylic gloss coat that I just put on a little bit ago. So we're going to mix this up, and I'm going to run it around the different areas, kind of darkening up a few panel lines here and there, and also giving a little bit of wear and tear. So now let me go ahead and show you the finished product of our Trumpeter 1/144th F56 Sabre. Here it is in all of its silver glory. This is such a cool little kit, guys. Honestly, I never thought I would enjoy building such small-scale aircraft, but this has been a lot of fun. The panel lines all popped nicely with the dark wash that I did. I liked the Vallejo color, especially with a little bit of flow improver, and then also with a little bit of thinner. I didn't come up in my airbrush, and I was able to give it a nice even coat. I did a little bit of decal work here and there with some microsol, really got those decals to kind of adhere and suck themselves down into all the panel lines. Of course, like the 262, it is a tail dragger, so I did put a little bit of museum putty underneath that front nose wheel, which will help to kind of keep it propped up. So I love the F-86 Sabre. It's one of my favorite Cold War fighters, and I think this is a really nice little rendition of a beautiful plane. Yes, it's small. 1/144th is a tiny, tiny model, but honestly, the parts fit together very nicely. There is enough detail to really kind of pull your eye, and you can do a lot with dry brushing, and you can really make a lot of the different panel lines pop. It's just a really nice little model, very simple to put together, and honestly quite detailed for its scale. I like it. I had a blast building this one. Plus, I got a chance to learn a little bit more about natural metal and using a gloss black primer as opposed to just a regular flat black or even like Stynylrez, something like that. I think the gloss black really, really helped a lot, even for this particular paint. I know you use gloss black for like Alclad, stuff like that, which I haven't done yet, but I am going to be experimenting with Alclad eventually. But I did it with Vallejo, and I think it worked out a lot better. Plus, a little bit of flow improver really does help with the Vallejo paint, and the Vallejo thinner, excellent. So that combination really, I think, gave me a very nice metal finish that I just wasn't expecting, to be honest. So that's going to call it for day number 2 here on the 12 Sprues of Christmas. We're moving right along, guys. It is a hectic schedule, but so far I've been able to complete these kits very, very quickly within a day. We're now full-blown back into work, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to really stick with that schedule, but we're still going to get one model kit out per episode. So we will see you back here on day number 3 for the 12 Sprues of Christmas. Until then, you all know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, build something cool. Try 1/144 scale. It actually is a lot of fun. We'll see you back here on the next episode of the 12 Sprues of Christmas. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays, and we'll see you soon.